Anyway, friends, for those of you who are wondering, I do work sometimes too, but fortunately, the business, for them, I think they don't need me around too much, so that's one part. So I actually wanted to, last 1.5 years, I've been learning a lot about certain stuff, and I wanted to share certain perspectives for you to explore and maybe eventually imagine. So, we all think of history and, we all look at very narrow-minded, the Mughal or Indian or something like that. But I actually went a little deeper. I said, how did we get here? And it's about not just humanity, how did life and all that, a little bit reading about that and all. And the first thing that hit me, the difference between humans and chimpanzees is 1.6%, right? We are actually a third chimpanzee. I don't know if you guys, how many of you are happy about it, but that's the reality. And we evolved from the chimpanzee about 8 million years back. And if you, again, some of you might know this far better than me, but I also found out 90% of your DNA is junk. Information that it's just there, but not really useful. So that means the difference is even less than 1.6%. I don't know how less, but it's, so the thing I started when I got that is when I dwelled deeper, except the last 100,000 years, 1 lakh years, our life was no different from how a chimpanzee was living. And even, I think, except the last 60,000 years is when the human being started. Actually, we have the ability to imagine. That's what we got. About 100,000 years back, we got the ability to interpret and imagine. And so if you see why is the chimpanzee there? Because it sees what it sees and is limited ways of interpreting that. So they're either about food, survival, whatever it is. We started seeing different things out of that, right? And I don't know, I don't think many of us still live beyond what a chimpanzee is living, although in a fancy car and, and cell phones and all that. But I think very few people, if you see, billions have been here on this earth before us, but there's not many Gandhis around, not many Einsteins around, right? And so that was one of the things I wanted for you guys to think about. And also think about, where do you want to go? Do you want to be still stuck in the stuff that, people tell you that we are like this, we are like that, our history is so thing, and I found out that chilies are not Indian.